Today we're reading from 6th chapter, verse number 9. Suhrinmitraryudasina madhyastya dveshya bandhusu sadhushvapi cha papeshu samabuddhir vishishyate. A person is considered still further advanced when he regards honest well-wishers, affectionate benefactors, the neutral, mediators, the envious, friends, enemies, the pious and the sinners, all with an equal mind. This is one of my favorite verses from the Bhagavad Gita, and it is describing the most advanced stage. This is the stage of love of Godhead. When one has attained love of Godhead, then this will be his consciousness or his behavior. These are the qualities of a true saint. He is very effective in preaching or convincing others to accept the shelter of Lord Krishna and love Lord Krishna. Because he is constantly being loved by Lord Krishna. He is experiencing that. Lord Krishna is constantly reciprocating with him, within his heart and from outside also. And he's on a pure platform, so he's able to recognize or he's able to perceive all of this. And he feels immense happiness and joy within his heart. A true saint is very humble and always thinks about his past, his character and how he was not ideal. He had difficulties in his past. Even though he had so many shortcomings, still Lord Krishna loves him and Lord Krishna is reciprocating with him. So this is a very strong realization which makes him in turn love everyone for whatever they are. There is a famous saying, every saint had a past and every sinner has a future. So this is a very wonderful quote, and the purport is that there is nobody who is completely pure. Even great saints, they have a past where they weren't that pure, but they rectified themselves and they reached the stage of a saint. Similarly, every sinner, he may be so sinful or he may be stuck in bad habits, but he also has a future. One day he will become a saint. If he accepts that what he's doing is wrong, he realizes that, and he tries to rectify himself, then definitely he has a future. So every sinner has a future. So in this verse we can see Lord Krishna is saying that the highest yogi is one who sees the pious and the sinful with an equal vision. That equal vision is that every living being, every Atma is ultimately the son of Krishna, the son of God. And in whatever situation he currently is, Krishna still loves him as his own son. And it's just a question of the modes of nature. The modes of nature are covering different jivas in different capacities. So they are manifesting their different activities. But the pure devotee or the saint, he sees beyond all of this. He sees in essence that this is a jiva who is suffering in the clutches of the three modes, and it's my duty or it will be my favor if I try to help him by enlightening him, by bringing him closer to Lord Krishna's teachings and helping him out. When a preacher has this vision, it reflects in his behavior. He becomes very understanding and compassionate. He can correlate what these living beings are going through. Even though they don't want to be bad or they don't want to have those habits, they are being overpowered by Maya. So he feels compassion for them. He doesn't belittle them. He doesn't look down upon them. And this actually opens the heart of the jiva. The jiva is reluctant to let anybody in. You know, we all of us, we have our own space, we have our own bubble in which we, only we are allowed or only very close people are allowed. But when somebody doesn't find our fault, overlooks our shortcomings and sees us who we actually are, then it opens up. We allow them to come within that sacred space or that bubble that we create around us. And in that way, the sadhu can enter our hearts. And when he enters our heart, he doesn't judge. Rather, he tries to help. He tries to clean up. He points out that these are the things that are not useful. These are obstacles and we should try to get rid of them. And at the same time, he tries to install Lord Krishna there. He tries to plant the seed of bhakti in our heart. So this is why it is recommended to take training or guidance from an Uttamadhikari or a spiritual master of the highest order. That is, in this verse we can see, this is the consciousness or the vision of the Uttamadhikari. He doesn't look down upon anybody, but rather he sees them in their true identity as all glorious jivatmas, all pure sons of God who are suffering in illusion. By the lovable behavior and dealings of the pure devotee, he is able to make his way within our hearts and clean up. We sing this verse every day in the morning. Sansara davanala lidoka tranaya karunya ghanaganatvam praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya vande guroshri charanarvindam. This material world is compared to a blazing fire and there is distress all around. But the pure devotee, the spiritual master, he's like a cloud. He's getting constant mercy from Lord Krishna. He's experiencing that loving relation with Lord Krishna. And he has the capacity to rain down showers of compassion to extinguish that blazing fire. In other words, the devotee is constantly happy. Ramante yoginam anante. He is enjoying transcendental bliss, receiving transcendental bliss from Lord Krishna. So he is able to give that transcendental bliss also. Generally, if we are happy, we share that happiness. And if we are sad, then we envy others. Why is he happy? Why am I sad? Let me make his life miserable. So a true preacher or a true saint is one who is actually happy. He is on a liberated platform. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochati na kaangchati. He is neither lamenting nor hankering for anything. He has already achieved the highest goal. Yam labdhva chaparam labham manyante nadikam tata. He is situated on that platform. So for us, it means that we have to purify ourselves. We have to become free from selfishness and sense gratification. Basically, these are the things which cause us distress. Yes. The more we try to enjoy, the more we try to gratify our senses, the more our mind becomes unhappy. Because it is trying so hard, but material objects or material situations cannot give us that happiness, cannot give us that satisfaction. So he becomes frustrated. He becomes paranoid. He's trying his best and he's not getting that result. So such a person, he cannot help others. Rather, he will always disturb others. So the best solution is to, first of all, physician, heal thyself. First of all, focus on oneself. That is to do your sadhana nicely, read Srila Prabhupada's books, hear his lectures, which are readily available for free online. There's a wonderful site, ISKCON Desire Tree, and in the audio section you have all of Srila Prabhupada's audios available free. So you can download them or hear them online, and in this way you will get nectar, you will get connected to Lord Krishna. Gradually you will come to this consciousness. You won't look down upon others, you won't see differences, rather you'll see everyone is a spirit soul. Or every living being, even the lower animals or cats, dogs, cows, whatever, they are also same as me. But due to some circumstances, they are in a precarious situation right now. The same love that we have towards Lord Krishna, that will reflect in them also, because they are also sons of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada used to say, if you love me, love my dog. So similarly, Lord Krishna, he expects that if you love me, then you should love my children also. No matter they are devotees or even non-devotees, still they are children of Krishna. So love doesn't mean that we go and embrace everybody the same. No. Love means that we care for them. We are concerned for them. And preaching is the highest love. Devotees are sincerely concerned for all jivas. And that's why they go out of their way, and their extra time, extra energy, extra effort to help all other jivas to preach to them. So this is the highest manifestation of love. And Srila Prabhupada had this highest love. The only reason Srila Prabhupada was so successful was because he was situated in this consciousness. He never belittled anybody. Srila Prabhupada started preaching to the hippies, who were bums, drunkards, drug addicts, who were rejected by society, who were lying on the street paths. But Srila Prabhupada saw past that. He saw within them that they are actually all children of my lovable Krishna, of my loving Father.